Adam Lambert took part in American Idol. He hasn't looked back since, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. You might even know why. Adam, welcome back to our show. How are you, Frank?
Thanks for having me.
Well, we love seeing you. Adam's latest single is called New Eyes.
Yeah.
And it's taken from his upcoming fourth album, Velvet. So 10 years ago, there you are on American Idol, right? How did you do on there?
I mean, I almost won. It was, I loved it. I had so much fun.
I always thought you did win.
Well, you know, and
in a way you did.
In a way I did. I mean, I feel like it kicked the door open. I have so many opportunities right after the show ended. And I also, most importantly, I met Queen at the finale and performed with them for the first time.
And then immediately you were part of the band.
Eventually, yeah. I mean, I met them, we sang. I had my first album and first solo tour to finish over the next year or so. And then this opportunity came up to perform with them at the European Music Awards.
Yeah.
And, of course, I jumped at it, and we put together this big medley.
Did it feel like a compromise to go and join Queen when you'd already had your own album and your own tour?
What do you think his answer is going to be?
Not at all.
That's the thing. I'm interested. Was there any point where you went, is this a good thing for me? Am I creative?
I think the very first opportunity was just a one-off, you know, so it just, of course. I think when we started opening up the conversation to, okay, we're going to do a tour, I did have to kind of consider everything and say, okay, so this is a big step. This will shift my career.
And you're stepping into big shoes.
Real big shoes, you know, and a lot of expectation to contend with.
And if you turned it down, you don't want to diss Queen, so it's really hard to make that right
Nothing
decision.
in my mind said turn it down, but it was just trying to figure out a way to make my solo career and my opportunities with Queen coexist. It did take a little planning.
Do you think that Brian's hair is too big?
No, I love big hair. Are you kidding me?
He said flicking his own hair back.
Volume is in.
I do too.
And does Brian come to you and say, come on, give me the new products on the street? Do you share those?
No, I haven't asked what his hair secrets are, actually. I don't know what they are, but I have noticed there would be sometimes where I'll go to a sound check, you know, we'll be in a certain city on tour, and his hair is just, it's revitalized. And I would, oh, your hair? And he goes, I washed it, you know.
It's quite interesting because you have a solo career, and if it goes wild and global, you won't have to be in Queen anymore.
I don't know if that's how it really works. I think there's room to do both. It's just scheduling. It's 7-week commitment with this tour that we're doing, and then we have some dates that we've announced in the spring that we're very excited to go do in Asia and Australia and New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
And there's plenty of other time around that for me to do my thing.
And also, you're a screen character too.
Ah, yes. Playmobil, the animated film, comes out in August, and I'm the bad guy.
Your own stuff. Who did you collaborate with? Because you co-wrote every song, so I'm interested to know who you chose to work with.
You know, at first, when I first started the process, I just called friends. A gentleman that I had worked with on my previous album, another gentleman that I worked on the album before that, Sam Sparrow. The other guy's name is Joe Genyek, who's British, great songwriter. And then I heard a song by Borns called Electric Love. And it's very glam, big pop song, and I had heard it. This was like 3, maybe 4 years ago the song came out, and I remember saying, who is this guy? Who produced this song? I just loved everything about it, the sensibility, the style of it, and I found out his name was Tommy English, and I sought him out, and we started writing together, and 2 of the key tracks on this album were written with him.
So when's the album going to be finished? Because they said, well, we haven't got the album, Steve. We can't give you the album. I'm thinking, well, he hasn't done it all yet.
All the songs are done. We're putting finishing touches on like mixes and mastering and all the the detail stuff, but the songs are written.
And then will you be going out on tour with this new album?
That is the goal, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I love touring. I love performing live. It is a bit of a left turn from some of the stuff I've done in the past, which was very contemporary, very pop, electronic. This album, in general, it exists in a more organic place. It's a bit more timeless. There's retro kind of vintage elements to it. And all the songs are played on instruments. So on stage, it's going to be...
for real.
Yeah, it's going to be for real. I'm not going to need a bunch of playback. It's going to be real music. Played by real musicians.
Adam Lambert's latest single, New Eyes, is out now. We look forward to that album in the autumn. Velvet is due out later in the year. And as you mentioned, you've got a tour coming up with Queen, I think, like in the summer, right?
July and August in North America.
Yeah.
Yes.
Adam Lambert, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.